Like after you push a non-cannon wave, Kai'Sa is here. So she takes like 80% of the wave, right? She's here. So it's like, does it matter? Does it have to be cannon wave? Not really. Sometimes if it's just super far, and like if the next wave is super far and you know that enemy AD carry doesn't actually have the time to crush it into the tower, and the wave takes forever to get in the middle, then you can recall on a non-cannon wave. This is like a myth that people tell you. What's going on, guys? Besides Siren, today's we're gonna watch Caliste. We will see exactly what he does in the laning phase later on, macro rotations and more. So let's take a look on his games. Let's see how he plays. Let's discuss on his decision making, and let's see exactly how he wins games. We're gonna see a Kai'Sa game. At the moment, he is currently playing in a pretty reasonable rank, I gotta say. Challenger 1900 LP. So he's pretty good. He's pretty good, not gonna lie. So what are we looking for in this matchup? What are we looking to see? I mean, I'm gonna see how he plays. I really wanna see how aggressive he plays, because I think Pyke is such a strong champion and is super scary early on, but at the same time, Braum is such a good champion to Pyke, right? And then Kai'Sa into Yunara, I think it's a bit of skill. So how is he gonna play? I think he's gonna play safe, honestly, because there is no reason for you to play aggressive against Pyke. Yes, you have Braum, but if Pyke gets outscaled, he's just useless, right? So there is that. Let's see runes. Okay, so obviously he gets flat HP, Bloodline, little tempo, and he just goes magical with the biscuits, I see. They have super strong level 1. Sylas, Braum, Kai'Sa. That's the strongest level 1 I ever saw. One. Randall flashed. Okay, he actually puts a word on the blue buff. Ooh. What? Yeah, I hate Pyke. I really hate Pyke. So what is he gonna do right now? Well, he does have, like, he has a bit of an advantage. Like, Pyke has no flash, and I think Randall is gonna split the map. I think he's gonna do red into... He's gonna do red. No, I think he can actually take everything here. I don't think Mundo can do anything. And I think Caliste, since Pyke is actually super low in tempo, he can do something here. Yeah, he can just pull the minions, right? Yeah. This is a free advantage if Pyke is not... If Pyke is here, then I would probably not do that. But now wave's coming into you, which is pretty good in this lane. If Trundle into bot lane, wave's coming into you. I think Trundle should take all the minions. There is no reason for it to Q. Is Caliste gonna Q here? I think he can, because he was gonna miss. But he was gonna miss the minions, right? If he doesn't Q. What I really like is that he queued at very last second. Look. See that? The minions are like 40 HP when he queued. And now there is no reason for him to meet the minions. You can just walk up. Okay, Yunara actually started the double... Is he gonna pressure? I mean, there is no reason for it to push. Pyke has E, and you know Trundle is on both sides. I think Mundo just is on the Raptors. There is no reason for him to push, so just last it, I think, right? And Braum plays safe, even though Pyke has E. Braum plays like pretty safe. Ooh. This is Heretic's Rin, so it's a pretty decent AD carry, I would say. Is he gonna push here? There is no reason for you to push, right? Just stay here and you hover. Is he gonna push? Yeah, or is he just gonna try to get this wave crushed? Okay, and Nara is just forcing a trade. It's quite decent. Okay, Mundo is top. I think Braum died. Ooh. Close. Wow, so they lose early game, but this is still something that is expected. I think he's gonna stay, isn't he? Yeah, he's just gonna stay. He's gonna try to recall, but should he recall here? I don't think. I think he's gonna stay. This is gonna lose the wave. Is he gonna put the ward for the dive? Yeah. Let's see. And now, should he push another wave after this? Not really, because Yunara already recalled. Oh, okay. Is he really gonna recall instantly? Yeah, I don't think he should push this wave. It is a non-cannon wave, so it just depends on his gold. But he has like shit recall. So I think he's gonna push. Why is he pushing this? It's lack of tempo because the Yunara is like close there. So what's gonna happen right now is that you as Kaisa, you would either receive a gank or Pyke is gonna freeze the wave here, or you need to recall in the third brush. But this wave usually is gifted to the enemy carry. He's gonna lose like 2 minions. He chooses the second brush because he knows Yunara is recalled. So you're basically gifting minions. There is no reason for you to push there. Is this mistake from Caliste that he did that? Not really. Why did he do it? It's because he wanted Retrix. If he doesn't push that wave, he doesn't have Retrix, which is a decent power spike if you think about it. If he had Retrix without pushing the wave, there is no reason for you to fuck up your tempo. But in this case, he actually prioritized a better buy rather than tempo. Okay. Let's see. Amazing. I thought Brom W first projectile will have aborted the pike pull. What do you mean W first projectile? The W is when you jump, no? Okay, so what is he gonna do here? Okay, so Pyke is roaming. Brom is brush. There's no reason for you to push here, you just keep the wave here, right? I feel like Yunara is quite good into Kaisa, isn't it? E jump, W door, or the other way? Yeah, E is the door, by the way. I feel like Yunara is good into Kaisa, no? Like it looks like you can't trade because she has like good range. Like you have 525 range, right? Yeah, Pyke is very balanced. Yeah, he just plays safe. But this is just normal playstyle, right? You play with the Brom. Why would you play otherwise? There is Pyke. If Pyke doesn't win early game, it's just GG. So he plays really smart.
Are you an AD carry main who feels like no matter how well you play, win the lane, make good decisions, play mechanically well most of the times, but you still have no real impact? You crush it one day, win 5 games in a row and feel unstoppable, but the next day you lose every single game and start doubting yourself. Am I even a good AD carry? What can I do if enemy top lane and mid lane are so fed? Imagine a world where you never let a lead slip away. You know exactly how to push your advantage, exactly when to rotate at the right time, and how to control objectives so you can snowball the game. A world where as AD carry you don't feel forced to make risky plays and you don't drop your lead. But you don't have to imagine it, you can make it a reality. This is Martin. He was grinding games, watching guides and trying his best, but none of it seemed to work. The problem? He was focusing on the wrong things. You don't improve just by playing more games, you improve by fixing the small mistakes that cost you wins. And that's a problem that most AD carry face. From Platinum 3 to Diamond in 2 months. Billy found himself making the same mistakes over and over again, engaging at the wrong time or mispositioning in teamfights, dying for no reason, and he even knew some of the mistakes but he didn't know how to fix it. He would find himself guessing what to do next, unsure whether to push, rotate or fight while feeling completely lost in the mid game. Now, he knows exactly what to do at every stage of the game and his results speak for themselves. Silver to Emerald in a month. Shaquille went from Diamond 4 to Challenger. Alex went from Gold to Grandmaster, and they are not alone. They are part of a growing community of over 3,254 players who have taken coaching and transformed their gameplay. But here is the truth. This was not overnight and it was not effortless. Shaquille spent 2 years grinding to reach Challenger, not by playing more, but by playing smarter. Alex dedicated 26 months refining his skills and climbing to Grandmaster once he started focusing on what actually matters. So no, this is not a one session and you'll climb instantly, promise. If you're looking for that, if you're looking for a shortcut, this isn't it. But if you're willing to put in the time, willing to put in the effort, apply the right mindset and focus on the details that actually matter, this is the proof that coaching actually works. You're closer to being a great AD carry than you think. Most players just need to uncover what's actually holding them back. That's it. You could keep grinding, watching random guides and hoping for progress, but how much time will you waste before realizing something is missing? You could finally find the real mistakes that have been keeping you stuck and start making real progress. You have already put in the effort. Now let's make sure it pays off. Book your coaching session now at bizaz.com.
plays really like matchup based. He doesn't play like I'm Caliste, I'm just better. No, he just plays the matchup. Plays correctly. Ooh. Forces barrier for a short trade. Why does he force it like this? Because he saw that the Trundle pathing into bot lane. And he knows that this trade usually is gonna be good. Because you have Trundle around. If Trundle was top lane, then obviously this is troll trade. And I don't think he's gonna recall. I think he should just stay to catch the wave. He's gonna lose too much. But if Mundo is good, he's here, I think. Okay, he's gonna recall. Is he gonna actually recall? Yeah, I think he needs to recall. He's too low. Yeah, Embrom is gonna die. Ooh, ooh, ooh. He gets double longsword. Obviously, you wanna buy the thing that you scale through, and Kaisa scales through AD, but that's why he buys it. Why did he ward here? Ah, I see. I guess he didn't see Pike, so he's like, and now Pike is on his way around here. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna ward this brush, then go back to the wave. Makes sense. Pike is mid, so just push. Don't think you win this. Yeah, Yonara is super strong. I wanna see how Yonara play this. W first, ult, auto, E, miss that. Holy shit. Pike is still mid. Let's see. Okay, he's mid. He's gonna play safe. Is he good to recall? Yeah, it's perfect to recall here. 700 gold, but the way your wave is... Like, this is what people don't understand, right? Like, if my wave is here, right? Like, if I recall now, by the time that my wave reaches in the middle, I'm gonna already be here, right? So even if this is not cannon wave, it's still super hard for the enemy Yonara to push it. So when I recall, like, let's say this was not a cannon wave, right? Like, after you push a non-cannon wave, Kaisa is here. So she takes like 80% of the wave, right? She's here. So it's like, does it matter? Does it have to be cannon wave? Not really. Sometimes if it's just super far, and like if the next wave is super far and you know that enemy AD carry doesn't actually have the time to crush it into the tower, and the wave takes forever to get in the middle, then you can recall on a non-cannon wave. This is like a myth that people tell you, recall on a cannon wave. Yeah, it's obviously good as a rule, but there's many cases where you don't actually recall on the cannon. Tries to stop the recall, and now I think freeze. Ah, wait, is he recall? Why is he doing that? So he moves to the wave. He freezes. He knows that the Yonara is on the tempo of the recall, so she should recall. So she tries to stop recall. So what do? You freeze here. But there are a lot of pings here, and there is a big fight here. So what do? You have multiple options. You can push and move. Like, you can push it all the way. You can take this wave and take the next one and crush. So this way Yonara doesn't really have to get to follow, but should probably be able to follow like this anyways. You can take these minions and move, or you can move right away. Okay, thing is, what is the best one? What is the best, like the absolute best one, right? I think that the best one in a case like this is to just move. Because this fight is quite close, so what do I mean by that? Well, if it's close, what really means is that you can move and you don't really lose. Like, what is Yonara gonna do? I think a Yonara, if she's good, she just stays and pushes. So you move, but since it's super close to you, you'll fight, and then you can go back to the wave, and then you're probably gonna get like this wave, like 60 to 70% of it. So I think he should move now. He shouldn't really like take minions. Okay, so he Qs, takes one. Fight is really close, so it is an urgency, and it is Brom. You move. Of course, Yonara is gonna push. Yeah, this is just basic challenger macro. There is no reason for you to push that wave, because it's too close to you. And then now you move to the wave. How much did you lose? You did lose like more than half of it. Was it worth? I mean, you got a kill, and the fight was like really... It was really complicated because it's really close to you, right? Okay, should he recall after this? Don't think he has items, so he's gonna ward. Oh, he doesn't have ward. But he knows the tempo of the Pike. Oh boy. I think he underestimated the tempo of Pike. Yeah, he's gonna die. Okay. Yeah, there is no reason for him to overextend for the tower. Like, you take this and you should know that Yunara and Pike are like here. So what you do is you ward this brush or you just don't do anything. And you can get the free recall for a longsword, but I don't think it fits his itemization. So just don't touch the tower. He got greedy. I think he probably just expected that Pike is really gonna pad directly to mid. He's gonna open mid. Since Brom is mid, there is no reason for Pike to be bot. That's probably what he thought. I wanna see if Brom he's gonna ping Brom. Yeah. Okay. Oh no. He just pinged Pike. Okay. The Yunara flash to break vision. And if you don't move there, you lose minus 10 charisma points with your jungle, and your jungle takes minus 10 confidence and minus 10 on his guild. Really? Do you guys hear the dog barking or not? Okay, so what do you do here? I mean, you can't do much. So I think Yunara will push. Should Yunara move here? She can, yeah, she can. But she has a free plate first, and the plate is really low, so I think she would just take the plate first, and then she can move after. Take the wave. Yeah, I can hear the dog barking in fence. Okay, is it loud or not? Let's see. Good trade. Okay, is he actually calling here? Yeah, same concept. The next wave is really far. It happens to be a cannon wave. It's really far, and he has the items. There is no reason for him to stay. And the other AD carry just matches tempo as well. So, like, there is nothing really crazy about Caliste gameplay. Only that he plays it so consistent. And there is he played really well. Like, it's like, yeah, I mean, on the surface, there is nothing crazy about his gameplay, but he's just playing the matchup right here. Pike is super strong. And he just had to play safe. So I want to see how he plays mid game. Now he opens into mid. Just swaps into mid. Okay. Okay, that's an oopsie. I really like the confidence right here. Do not follow. I really like this confidence. Like, he got chunked. He got chunked, and then what? And then he has the confidence to not go in. Like, here, a different player would look to ult. Like, he clicked up, and look at his how he distant he stays the fight. Because he knows that Pike has R. So he respects it really well. Like, really, really well. Okay, it is Pike, so he needs to respect. Brom can die. Oh boy. He's dead. Alrighty. He's just dead. I really want to see how he plays this mid game. So he opens into mid, which is normal. Then what is he gonna do? So his jungle is recalling. How much gold does he have? So he has one item. He probably is just gonna play through bot. Maybe he's gonna take the Raptor's camp of enemy, but I think that's pretty greedy. Just back, honestly. Just stay left a little bit here. Just play left here, because Brom and Trundle is here. So what do? Okay, so you need to give push here, I guess, yeah. This Spike, so it's super hard to play. I think his general game plan versus Yunara is to respect her and let her time it out, and what Brom and Randall are just doing doesn't work with it, and he's just really disciplined with it. Yeah, he's really, like, Brom should play with Randall for sure. It's a really good combo. Okay, Mundo is bot, Pike is bot, so he can just contest midway. Is he really recalling? Caliste, there is no reason for you to recall here. I don't care. I don't give a shit if you have... He doesn't even have money, but even if he has 2k gold, I wouldn't recall now. Because Sylas, he actually has so much pressure bot. There is 2 people on the map. You also see Gnar top. There is no reason, like, top is pressuring, bot is pressuring. You should also be pressuring mid. The only reason why I would see him recalling is because the next wave is far, but I think he shouldn't recall. Please don't recall. Okay, he actually does it. Like, I actually expected him to make a mistake, but he doesn't. It's always, I'm thinking, when he doesn't do something that I think is correct, I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'm just wrong, you know, because he's obviously like probably just thinking about some things that I just don't think about. Yeah, I'm just thinking, okay, so what is build? What is his build? I guess just the normal Kraken Slayer hybrid build against Mundo, just to have damage onto the Mundo. Pretty normal, pretty classic. Okay, so he keeps staying. Can he hit the tower? Oh boy. Oh boy. It just looks like Yunara is actually outranging him quite a lot. Now he's actually gonna recall. He's gonna open into top? I don't think so. There is no reason for you to open into top here. Just let Yorick be top. Don't wanna be top against Gnar. Gnar is level 12. He's really gonna kill you. Last fight he also didn't really all in, but stayed enough in the fight to allow himself to go in after her R times out, and that's why she's forced to flash against Kai'Sa after her buff times out. Yeah. For sure. It's 15 seconds, so it's kinda a lot. Is he gonna go bot? I don't know why he doesn't move the bot here. So he takes this. And then what does he do? Okay, so there's a play bot. Why is he not following? It's because he's waiting midwave, but midwave is quite far, so I think he should follow. Yeah, he hovers. And the moment he sees it's too far for him, he actually sees the wave is pretty close. Because now what he's calculating the distance between the fight and the and him, and this distance between the farm that he can get and himself as well, right? So the distance between the fight and him is just pretty long, right? So what he chooses to do is this. It's just this, yeah. Just take mid. And then now, he's 700 gold. I think he can pressure mid or just move into bot. It's a bit hard to hit the tower. You're gonna get all in. He moves towards bot, but then there is this wave coming, so he needs to go back to mid soon. Yeah, there is nothing bot lane, so he just goes back to mid. Gets pushed, and from this point, I think he just backs off. I don't think he's gonna do anything crazy. Pyke is mid. He takes the scuttle. After the scuttle, just reset, no? I guess now he can also stay one more mid, but I don't think he will do it. Okay, he will. Ooh, close. Okay, Brom thought it's a pink, like a locket, that it was a pink word. Yeah, he's very disciplined, but he can't recall right now, even though he has good gold. He hovers his jungle a lot. I really like this. Like every time when I look on the map and his jungle is top side, he's hovering top side. His jungle is bot side, he's hovering bot side. He's never having like a random decision making. He's so consistent. Crazy. Just crazy. Okay, so where is he gonna open? There is Tandal actually starting now, but he's gonna go open into mid lane. And then after mid, you push this, and then maybe then you pet into top, but there is no reason because the enemy don't actually know. Okay, wait the wave mid. He really prioritizes these waves mid, but I like that he's not tunnel vision on them. Because there are many cases where he sees the wave mid, but he still paths towards his teammates. So he understands when to take the wave and when to actually fight with teammates. What's his game plan right now? Just play with the Trundle. Like that's what you do. So now you recall because of Ginsus. You're so strong. And then what do you do now? Just play for Drake. 30 seconds and Trundle is bots as well. So don't fight and wait Trundle. Top should win side lane too. I want to see how he plays here. Takes red buff. Wow, he had such a discipline though. He's like, I don't care about this spike. I could Q on him. I will just E into the Mundo, and I'm not gonna ult because I don't need my ult. And he ulted at the very last second. He didn't even flash on Yunara right there. You guys see that? Because he just thought he can auto attack anyways. I think there he could have maybe flashed on here, but I mean, if he flashes here, he still gets stunned. He kept in flash. He kept his flash pretty long. I really like that. And someone could say that, why did he pick Kai'Sa? Like, why did he pick Kai'Sa in this comp? Because with Braum is kind of bad, with Sylas is kind of bad. You don't even have ults, but it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter because if you're just better, you win. Oh boy. Oh boy. Wait, actually won't bot? He could just recall here, right? Why did he go bot? Ah, there is TP and Yorick is strong, so we can definitely play around him. And then he gets stunned. Even if you die, this play is definitely very doable. Usually you play away from Yorick, right? Away from your side laners, but if Yorick is 3-0 like this, you can definitely play around him. Yeah, that is honestly great. So what did we learn from this game with Caliste? We learned that if you're Caliste, or even if you're better, you are not going to be 20-0 every game. And sometimes you need to be patient. You need to have the discipline to play safe and need to just wait for your opening, wait for your opportunity. You're not going to be 20-0. Sometimes you just have to farm and be consistent, which he actually did really well. He's actually averaging 8.8 farm per minute, I think now, or around 9 soon. I think that's great, honestly, how he played, because I'm thinking he has a champ that he doesn't like. Okay, same thing here. Look, gets mid push, move towards top, plays with his teammates. The moment he sees the fight is too deep and the wave mid is actually there, he goes back to mid. Why? Because it's super unlikely that they will fight here. It's just coin flip, right? He just pinged and then run. There's no reason for you to fight here because I have my wave mid. So we just go mid and we ignore this fight. Super hard to catch them anyways. We just have the pillar and the Braum QR. And now we have push mid. Yunara has to react to the wave mid. Then you can make a play. Same thing to get push mid. After you get push mid, you move to the Nash. I feel like the fact that he gets push mid so much is so good. And now he opens into top because there is the wave there. And he just plays with the... It's quite hard to get mid, right? It's really quite hard because Rice has wave clear, so he just opens top, especially because the wave is already there. Yeah, and he also makes mistakes. He died like 1v1, didn't he? He lost the 2v2, but he just played so consistent. That's the reason why he's so high in solo queue. It's because his decisions are always like, you make the same kind of template of decisions, you will win most games. Because his decisions are like this call, right? Why is he jumping in? But there's the cage. And we got the W. Is this reliable? Yeah. He's always gonna get this kill. So his decisions are very reliable. Very, very reliable. Lovely. Really like how he played. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And let me know how you guys feel about this. If you want to see a different player, let me know. And again, let me know if you subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell. Don't forget about that to not miss out any bit of content from this channel. See you next time, guys.